What's going on today, guys? Blade Walker here. Today we're going to talk about a knife that I picked up from Concept, and I appreciate Concept for working with me. This wasn't free, but they did have me on a discount for this, and the main reason why I got this was because the designer, I always wanted one of his, but I knew that it's just not in my budget. We have to be happy with what we can get. And I'm happy just to have the budget version of it. But anyway, let's get into it. This is the cybin. Yeah, this is the cybin. It's bronze anodized titanium. Uh, Back spacer goes about halfway down, but it wraps around. Well, it wraps around some. I love it. It's got the frag pattern, of course, you can see. It says 35 VN blade steel with the action on it. But look at this blade. It's not going to appeal to everybody, and that's okay. But I really dig this bulldozer nose. This takes some getting used to stick up, but your thumb falls right in it when you're cutting, or you can do it like that. This is stone wash finish on the blade. It's a 2.9 inch S35 VN blade steel. Overall length is 7.59 inches. Blade thickness is 0.137. It is a full flat grind, so you have a way up to. You got the full rep here that you can use, or your deployment hole. And of course, it is a frame lock, as you can see there. And that's the Concept cybin. Lightweight. I don't know if it. Let me just look on and see if it says what it is. Yeah, I don't see a weight. But the name cybin comes from a fungi. It's a psychedelic compound. But anyway, so that's the Concept knives. Cybin. They've done a really good job on this knife. Like the ergos feel good. Of course, I haven't been able to do a lot of cutting with it, but I did use it to cut up some cardboard and my food. I'm just not able to get out there and do what I really want to, but it's okay. It's okay. I got to do what I wanted with my life up until now. So, I'm happy. It's just, there's days that, of course, I just want to put my head through a wall, but I always go to Instagram or YouTube or something where my buddies are at. And it ain't short lived. It is short lived. But eventually I get my mind off of it because you guys just make it better, man. People need to look at what makes things easier and stay with it. Stay doing it. Why would you? Why wouldn't you? And I think we need to quit judging people for what they believe and or unless it's something against the Bible, and that's a different story. Which I don't know. I don't need to get into all that, but the older you get, and the more time you had to think about things, you start thinking different. It's when I was young, I didn't want to hear it either. I just wanted to raise Cain, and my mom and dad kicked me out of the house because I was so wild, and ended up having to go stay in a motorhome. And it wasn't a fancy motorhome either, but it worked, and I was thankful to be able to get it. It's we just gotta think about things that it's just like then I feel like my world fell apart. But then I found this mobile home, or got this mobile home, stayed in the mobile home, mom and dad's, and I was thankful I had something. And the thing of it is, people that are associated with people that are addicted, uh, guys, we don't do it because we want to. We do it first, but once we get into it, we can't get out. It's quitting's not an option. I mean, as far as just setting them down, it's a disease. It takes over your mind. It takes over your body. It's it's the most gruesome thing there is, and it's the most loneliest thing. But you guys got to be strong enough to say, "Hey, I need help." There is a way out of it, but you got to want it. Don't go because you're made to go. That never works. Until you get ready to say no, I'm done, nothing's going to work. When you get to that point, it will. It's just a matter, people can't just say, okay, I'm at that point, let's go. You got to really be at that point. I've been so low, I slept in my car for months because I was made to go to rehab. And then was supposed to go stay at a halfway house after that. Well, me and another buddy, we went to the same halfway house that was in rehab, and he said, "Hey, man, you want to go get high?" In the first couple times, I was like, "No, dude." But that it just kept eating at me, like the disease does. And we was driving 6 hours one way. Well, it came out to be about 5.5. One way to Memphis, where I went to prison at, and back. And I missed curfew too many times. Uh, so I got kicked out, but I didn't want to tell my parents. So that's where I ended up being in a vehicle. I'd sleep behind a gas station, and what groceries that my parents had got brought for me, I would eat cans of beans or whatever. They didn't have, nothing could be cooked, so I'd eat raw hot dog if I had it. And I'd go to a friend's house and borrow a share. I don't want everyone to go to that again. And a lot of you will know exactly what I'm talking about. When I say be strong, I mean exactly that. You know, you gotta be strong, you gotta fight, you gotta want it, you gotta dig in and decide that that's what you want to do. Anyway, guys, this is getting long, but I just wanted to share cybin with you and talk to you guys just a little bit. I love y'all, I really do. And I appreciate everyone that's doing this. I was going to do some more channel shout outs for in case you guys find me first. You go look at, you got Sid Stevie, Satisfaction, um, Sharp Guy, ATX. Oh Lord, I know every time I do this I go blank. Pocket EDC, Lazy Boy EDC. I don't know if he's got a channel or not. Guys, just go through the comments